Man claims he went to a party at Diddy's home in the Hamptons 2020. Says he was given a drink, began to fade in and out, one drink. And Diddy and his associates sodomized him and took turns him.
Y'all better keep an eye on Diddy, because it looks like the baby oil business is still alive and well. Every day, there's some new drama involving him. And let me tell you, he's earned the title of the Diddler. Credit where it's due. He single-handedly dominated the end of 2024 with this chaos. But let's be real, there's no bouncing back from this mess. Despite all the turmoil, it seems Diddy's still stirring things up, even from prison. 3 more individuals have come forward, exposing his alleged misconduct. And trust me, the tea is piping hot. The latest revelations add to the mountain of accusations already stacked against him, and it's wild. S.O. Here's the rundown. Diddy's been knee-deep in controversy for a while now. From the search of his house to the infamous baby oil and tape saga, to his indictment and the ever-growing list of lawsuits, it's been a whirlwind.
Because he's probably going through a lot of withdrawals for the drugs, but the industry got him on. My artist, one of the worst mistakes I could have made.
He even tried to get bail, but the court wasn't having it. Prison has been his new reality for a while now, and word is, he's been struggling to adjust. Reports suggest he's been placed under watch, losing weight, and battling sleepless nights as he grapples with this new chapter in his life. And with these new allegations coming to light, it seems like there's no end in sight to the storm surrounding him. Stay tuned. There's always more tea brewing. The last thing anyone expected, at least I didn't, was to hear that Diddy's been getting some serious attention while behind bars. According to close sources, he's apparently adjusted quite well to prison life. And by care, let's just say it's raising a few eyebrows. While Diddy's allegedly making use of baby oils in prison, the lawsuits against him are piling up faster than ever. Lawyers handling these cases have even admitted they're turning away others because the volume is overwhelming.
Man claims he went to a party at Diddy's home in the Hamptons 2020. Says he was given a drink, began to fade in and out, one drink. And Diddy and his associates sodomized him and took turns.
It really makes you wonder, just how many people did Diddy get involved with over the years? To add fuel to the fire, 3 new lawsuits from 3 different men have emerged, each accusing Diddy of horrific behavior. The first lawsuit is from a man who says he attended a party hosted by Diddy in the Hamptons in 2020. He claims he was given a drink at the party, which quickly made him feel disoriented and fade in and out of consciousness.
Lawsuit number 2. Man says he met Diddy 2019 at a nightclub, invited back to his hotel. Diddy gave him a drink. Guy says it made him sick. Diddy told him to lie down and said to others he's ready to party. When he woke up, the man said he was lying naked on his stomach. Diddy was sodomizing him, and a man and woman were recording it. Next morning, one of Diddy's associates gave him $2,500 cash on behalf of Diddy.
What followed is deeply disturbing. He alleges that Diddy and his associates began assaulting him, taking turns while he was incapacitated. The fact that one drink was enough to incapacitate a grown man raises some serious questions. What exactly was in those drinks? And how deep does this web of misconduct go? The revelations just keep coming, and it seems like the storm surrounding Diddy is far from over. Before diving deeper, I have to say it takes serious courage, especially as a man, to speak up about potential sexual assault. These are conversations that men often avoid, and it's not easy to come forward with such experiences. Now, on to the second lawsuit. This one comes from a man who claims he met Diddy at a nightclub in 2019. According to him, he was invited back to Diddy's place and offered.
Number 3. Man who worked for Diddy says in 2020 he went to his hotel room for a meeting. Diddy made him a drink, made him very tired. Diddy told him to take a nap. When he woke up, Diddy was sodomizing him. When he tried to resist, Diddy told him he was almost done. Afterwards, Diddy told him he was going to the police. His going to the police would make him look like an idiot because he'd never be able to substantiate his claims. He also says Diddy's entourage called and threatened him to stay quiet.
A drink that made him feel sick. Things took a chilling turn when Diddy allegedly asked him to lie down for a bit, which might have seemed like a gesture of concern at first, but then it gets downright creepy. The man claims Diddy told others in the room, he's ready to party. The implications here are disturbing, and it paints an unsettling.
The typical MO at one of these parties that have been widely discussed in the press was that when you were handed a drink, and now we know that the drink is laced with something, if you refused to drink it, you were kicked out of the party. Now, let that sink in for a minute. I mean, the admission to this party was that you had to drink the chosen drink that was handed to you. And now we know that in most cases, I would say 90% of the cases, these individuals were with some sort of. That was kind of the MO.
Picture of what might have happened next. These allegations continue to add to the already staggering list of claims against Diddy, and they shine a spotlight on the bravery of those coming forward to share their stories. The second man's account gets even darker.
She woke up in the same bed, again allegedly, with Mr. Combs in his mansion in Miami. Her vagina and her ankle were torn and sore. And I could go on.
He says when he woke up, he was lying naked on his stomach, and Diddy was engaged in inappropriate actions. Meanwhile, a man and a woman were reportedly recording the entire ordeal. The next morning, he was given $2,500 in cash on behalf of Diddy and sent on his way. Let's pause for a moment to process how deeply disturbing and creepy this is. We already know Diddy has a long history of messy behavior, but these lawsuits are taking things to a whole new level. A clear pattern seems to be emerging, and it's both unsettling and horrifying. The third lawsuit was filed by a man who worked for Diddy in 2020. According to him, he went to Diddy's hotel room for a meeting, where Diddy offered him a drink that made him feel extremely tired. Diddy then allegedly suggested he take a nap. When the man woke up, Diddy was assaulting him. The most bizarre and chilling part of the story? When the man tried to resist, Diddy reportedly said, "I'm almost done," even worse. When the man later threatened to go to the police, Diddy allegedly mocked him, showing no fear of accountability. The arrogance and lack of remorse in these allegations paint a troubling picture of a man who seemingly believes he's untouchable. These cases are not just allegations of misconduct. They highlight a deeply ingrained pattern of predatory behavior, and the bravery of these men coming forward deserves recognition. It's clear that this is far from over, and the full extent of the truth has yet to be uncovered. The third man's account takes an even more sinister turn. Allegedly, Diddy told him the police wouldn't believe his claims because he lacked evidence. On top of that, the man says he was threatened by members of Diddy's entourage, who pressured him to stay silent. First of all, there's an undeniable and disturbing pattern here. Time and again, these allegations involve Diddy offering men drinks that incapacitate them, followed by incidents of exploitation. This recurring scenario paints a picture of calculated and predatory behavior. What's even more unsettling is the involvement of others, Diddy's associates, who seem to enable and participate in this behavior. It raises so many questions. Who are these people? How complicit are they in these acts? And how deep does this go? This is more than just messy, it's downright horrifying. If these allegations are true, it's not just Diddy who needs to be held accountable, but also the network of individuals who allegedly support and facilitate these actions. The bravery of the victims coming forward is commendable, and it's crucial that these claims are thoroughly investigated. The question of who the man and woman were, allegedly recording these horrific incidents, is crucial. If these individuals exist, they're not just passive bystanders, they're active participants in enabling and perpetuating this behavior. Their identities and roles in this alleged pattern of abuse need to be uncovered. As for the claim that other celebrities had no idea, it's hard to believe, given the persistent rumors that have floated around Hollywood for years. From whispers about Diddy's relationships with Usher, Justin Bieber, and others, to his infamous parties with questionable reputations, it seems implausible that no one in his circle had an inkling of what was happening. Hollywood has long been a place where silence and complicity often take precedence over accountability. Many celebrities likely turned a blind eye or stayed quiet to protect their careers or relationships. However, as these allegations gain traction, it's becoming harder for anyone to claim ignorance convincingly. It's time for those who are close to Diddy, especially those who attended his parties or were in his inner circle, to speak up. If they truly didn't know, They need to address the rumors and their silence. And if they did know, it's time to reckon with their role in allowing this alleged behavior to continue unchecked. The truth will eventually come out, and it's clear that Hollywood's veil of secrecy is starting to crack. As expected, Diddy's lawyers are back in full force, vehemently denying the allegations and claiming the complaints are full of lies. They've promised to prove the accusations false and even threaten sanctions against what they call unethical lawyers filing these claims. It's a lot of tough talk for someone sitting behind bars. If he's so innocent, why is he there in the first place? That said, it's true. You never really know the whole story until investigations conclude. For now, we'll have to wait for the feds to finish their work and let the drama continue to unfold. One thing is certain, Diddy better brace himself because 2024 will undoubtedly go down as the year his empire crumbled. People won't forget this anytime soon. Public opinion has already made its verdict, and folks are not holding back. One user commented, "A lot of people were afraid to come forward." Cassie opened the door. Imagine a man publicly saying another man assaulted him. It sounds easy, but it's not, another user added. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Wait until the rest of sick Hollywood is exposed, and they will be. I'm patiently waiting for that exposure. It's a sentiment that seems to resonate with many. Cassie's courage appears to have paved the way for others to come forward, breaking the silence that often shrouds these situations. And the idea of Hollywood's darker side being fully exposed? That's a reckoning a lot of people are ready for now. What do you think about all of this? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because this is far from over.